Well, welcome back to session 5 of the North Island Weightlifting Championships. We are about to welcome our athletes to the competition platform for presentation. We are just waiting on the final technical officials to line themselves up, and we will be underway. We have a big lineup today for session 5 of the women's 64 and 71 kilo division. 71 is Group B. We'll just transition across and welcome them in.
Wow.
Welcome back, Hayley.
Thank you.
This will be an exciting
Massive session.
Yeah. Couple of very talented athletes lined up there. Well, more than a couple. All very talented athletes lined up there.
Is that 15? Yes.
Thank you, loaders. 87 is tightened.
Seems like we've just lost the microphone as we go through.
2 minutes.
So athletes just going through introduction. Then there will be 10 minutes until the start of competition.
Still has 2 attempts.
So that's the lineup of the session 5. We will quickly just go through a quick rundown. So let's have a look at that scoreboard again. So we see athletes lined up. This is a rising bar competition. So we have the first lifter down as Jamie, and that's 25 kilos. And slowly over the course of the snatches, the barbell will increase in load and the athletes will be called to the platform. I am joined in this session, I'm going to get a little bit closer and turn the screen around, by Hayley Whiting, one of a New Zealand representative in the, well, you've been across a multiple weight class, but
yeah.
You've settled yourself in the 87s at the moment.
Absolutely, yep. From 75s.
Very good. Yeah, you've probably been through a couple of international
weight
changes.
changes. Yeah, just one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was shows my age. I've been through about 4, I think. So,
yeah.
Thanks. Great to have you on board for this session.
Thanks for having me.
We'll cut the mustard, as they say, as we go through. So if you've got any questions that you'd like to ask me or Hayley, ask Hayley some questions. We can answer them as we go through the live stream. So we're just going to go to a holding screen for the next 8 minutes until we start the competition. Well, welcome back. We have 2 minutes and 20 seconds before the start of session 5. The women's 64 and 71 Group B here at the 2020 North Island Weightlifting Championships. Let's have a little look at the scoreboard of the lineup today. I am joined by Hayley Whiting, a New Zealand representative for weightlifting, competing tomorrow. I know you struggle to see the scoreboard, but who are you excited to see lift out of that group?
I'm looking forward to see Elizabeth Granger.
Yes.
So she's a senior 64.
Yes.
I think she'll be trying to hit that international grade.
Well, we can see that she's got pretty decent openers there. We've got
Yep.
a 75 and a 96.
Yep.
Right.
Livy.
Yeah, Livy, that's 70, 88. So we're going to see some
Yep.
real top-end weights as well. And then I think we've got some athletes lining up for their first ever championship event. So
Yes.
that's just as
Yep.
exciting. The great thing about being nervous is it doesn't matter what level you're at, you always experience the same sensations of pre-competition nerves, I believe.
Definitely. Christina Jordan's been training quite well too.
Yep.
She's a remote Otago athlete from Wellington.
Yeah, so for those that are trying to understand that, you'll see some on there that are from Otago weightlifting. And so the North Island Weightlifting Champs basically are for those that reside in the North Island. And we do have athletes that are remotely programmed by coaches around the country, and therefore they belong to different clubs around the country. But as part of the North and South Island Championships, you can compete in the island that you reside. In fact, you can actually go and compete at either comp if you want to fly there either as well.
Yeah.
So we've got just 31 odd seconds before the start of the competition. I will take this time to quickly thank our sponsors. So these are our sponsors here for the session sponsors. We appreciate all of the support that we've received for this event. Without that, we cannot host these events to these levels, and this was a really high level event. We had to set up 2 coherent platforms side by side. So this session is sponsored by the Rose Bowl Bakery and Cafe. It's just down the road in Fielding. No doubt they've been supplying many weightlifters with coffees today. First thing this morning. I'm kind of surviving on coffee at the moment, to be honest. And again, all of these fantastic sponsors that have come in behind us to allow us to run this event. We're just about to get to the platform, so we will switch over to the main platform.
All right, in second place, in the women's 49.
Transition across. And we have Michelle, who's listed 36. So Michelle, a masters lifter, lifting. Chose to lift in the main session.
First place in the women's 49 senior category.
And that's a good way to start the
Easy.
competition. Michelle, a contributor, always helping out with events and competitions, and we always appreciate that as well. I'm just going to see if I can find that bigger for you. Let's have a little look, shall we? No. There you go.
Okay, in
Beautiful.
the women's 55 kg class with a total of 101 kg in first place, Kate.
So Emma Wilson, I'm assuming Otago weightlifting as well by the...
Yes, based in Hamilton
Okay.
as well.
Thank you, Kate. Step down. All right, in seniors.
And that is a good lift, majority decision.
Emma did her first club comp in March in Hamilton.
Oh, brilliant.
I believe.
I was
yeah.
just trying to catch a glimpse of what's on the back of her lifting tunic.
I
It's a
believe
rolling
it's
suit.
a rowing suit, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we got a
Ex-rower potentially, I'm not actually sure.
ex-rower or
Or a borrowed suit.
borrowed suit, or maybe a rower doing Olympic lifting to
Yes.
coincide with their S&C, which,
Yeah.
just putting it out there, is a fantastic relationship between Olympic lifting and other sports. So just while we're waiting, we'll go back to that scoreboard. So we do have, it's quite good, a number of athletes all on the same weights to start with. Ashley Hanson, callers on Ashley. The clock is getting rather low,
Yeah.
so she might be given the hurry up by her coach shortly to get out to the platform.
Too late to change now too, so
Yeah, unless it's the S Strength HQ group that's looking after it. Yeah, she must have got it in. It was just a
Right.
delayed call through, so the bar is being loaded a little heavier to 38 kilos.
Juniors in the women's
Oh, the call is still on Ashley though, so I don't know how they got that through. Must have been a computer glitch, but she's not going to have a lot of time.
no. Can't see her yet with 17 seconds remaining.
It might be a run to the platform.
All right, thank you, Charlotte. And in the seniors,
Can I have your glasses?
And it looks like Ashley, we're just waiting. I see the clock has stopped again. We might be having a technical out the back.
second place in the juniors.
I'm only assuming. Yes, we were. So the call is actually on Michelle. So here comes Michelle for her second attempt, 38 kilograms. Central Weightlifting Academy, based at Gillies Ave, weightlifting gym in Auckland.
Another easy lift.
Yeah, real tidy. No, that was a Masters New Zealand record by all understandings. Just casually.
Yeah, it didn't even look hard, did it?
All right, thank you, ladies. And in the senior division,
The loaders, we have Papatoe Olympic
Here we
weightlifting.
go. Third time lucky for Ash. Here she comes for her opener.
Okay, so bar is loaded to 39 kilos. Clock is running. Ashley Hanson, sister to Samantha, who
in second place
has represented New Zealand.
with a total of 144, Nicole. And in first place,
It's a really nice opening attempt.
with a total of 161.
Politely says thank you to the centre referees. And the bar will now move to 40 kilograms. Jamie,
Those are your champions.
NBC,
Nation Barbell Club.
Nation Barbell Club, thank
So
you.
local.
Yes,
Yep.
good support here for the local group, and it's been fantastic to bring a championship event down here to Fielding.
Weather's been great.
Oh, it's beautiful this morning. -2 degrees when I hopped in my car this morning.
16 degrees when I came back here this afternoon, so it has warmed up a little bit.
Yep. Here we have Jamie, first attempt, 40 kilograms on the bar. Clock is running.
The 89A men's session 6 starts 27 minutes ago.
Good lift there.
Yep.
One of Shane's many junior athletes, youth and junior athletes.
Shane Nation, obviously from Nation Barbell Club, the aptly named Barbell Club after himself. He's done a fantastic job of developing weightlifting in the region, and especially women's weightlifting.
Women's, yeah.
I heard a story the other day that a young boy went in to try and train with them, and he asked if it was okay if boys lifted weights. That's how big his squad is of young ladies, so it's fantastic. There's Emma Wilson, as mentioned, Otago weightlifting, but training out of Hamilton. Right. Plenty of power, got up the top, but just slightly forward. She will have another opportunity to make a correction there. So, as I mentioned, I'm here with Hayley. Hi team, we've been behind this desk all day. Well, I have anyway. Hayley joined me for the last session at the end. But it's great, the opportunity. Again, I'm going to point up to that corner. Thank you, skysportnext, for giving us this platform. That's a watermark, so I can't actually see it. But for giving us this platform to simultaneously live stream. So we do have 2 live streams running at the moment. The other session just finished, but to share our sport on these platforms, especially with the reach of Sky Sport Next, has been fantastic for our sport, and we really appreciate it. And we appreciate all of the sponsors that have come along this weekend. You will see some of them in the background here. New World, Raise Lower. Thank you, Raise Lower, providing the lifting suits and SBD products, so the the knee sleeves and the wrist wraps and the chic weightlifting belts. We do have a number of other sponsors, obviously. So our sponsors from this weekend: Extend Pilates for Session 1, Lift Leader, McDonald's. We have the Imagery Group. We have our Session 5 sponsor, which was the Rose Bowl Cafe. Session 6, Remedy. Oh, we're back live, so I'm going to flick across real quick. Michelle came out like a rocket. And I think Michelle's just set a New Zealand Masters record again. 3 from 3, she'll be pretty chuffed with that. Coached by Kirsten Walker, who also set New Zealand records today.
This morning, yeah.
Something in the water. Masters records. Again, we'll just quickly go back to those sponsors of these sessions. So the session sponsors came on board and put some support behind each session. Remedy, which is kombucha. Ucole, Manfield Park Motel, which I'm sure we've booked out anyway. Dara's Mitre 10 gave us a lot of the platforms for the warm-up area around the back. New World, Future Focus, Royal Bush, Transport Fielding, 41 Degrees Weightlifting, and Raise Lower. So thank you so much for your support of this event. Back to the main platform. Emma, third attempt, 41 kilograms.
This is Luan in the follow.
Oh.
Unfortunately,
Better than her
no
previous
lift.
attempt, but not quite.
On the platform, though, she's on the scoreboard, so that's number one priority, is to get yourself on the scoreboard. So she was successful for her first attempt on 37 kilograms. Bar is being loaded now to 42. This becomes a second attempt for Ashley.
A little bit of blood on the bar, I believe, so just a technical stop there to clean that up.
Yep. So you'll see them run the disinfectant out to the barbell. Give it a spray, give it a wipe. Blood, sweat and tears go into this sport. more tears, I'd think. Yeah.
Agree.
If we live streamed the training weeks and months and years. Oh, there's a bit of sweat, but I'd say tears. And on the competition platform, usually it's blood.
Yes.
Yep.
These
So-
bars are a little bit sharper than a lot of us train with, so
Yep, the knurling on these barbells, so we are lifting with an Alico barbell right now. The knurling on this barbell is very sharp. A little bit of a rundown of a knurling on the barbell. Alico, the barbell manufacturer, came from a waffle iron factory.
oh really? I didn't know that.
And the knurling of a Alico barbell is that of a waffle iron. The same pattern. Well, that's
Very
really
solid attempt there.
Yeah, nice. Very nice. Places it
Even lowers it
nicely as
down,
well.
yeah.
It's a very
Must be too
polite
light.
athlete.
Must be too light if she can lower it down.
Yeah. So yeah, Alico they are a family that were originally into, I think, electrical cords, then made waffle irons, but they were a weightlifting family, and then decided that they could make a better weightlifting bar than anybody else. And
Interesting.
I'd have to agree with
And they
them. to
have,
be honest.
yeah. Back on Jamie here with 43. Oh. Not quite there. So Jamie will get another go at that, as that was on your second attempt.
Yep. Yep, we've got people from joining us from all around the world. How good's that? Mr. Brad, you're more than welcome. Good coverage, thanks. Nice to see. We've got another viewer from Colombia. We've got viewers from Texas, USA. And then we've got an individual competing at the Pan American Junior Champs next week that's watching us. Good luck. Colombia. This is, again, just how great this reach is now that we can get these online platforms, YouTube, skysportnext, Sports Collective, and we can not only share our sport to our local communities, friends and family back home that couldn't get here today, but around the world. In the meantime, we have Jamie for her third attempt at 43. From Nation Barbell.
Oh,
Certainly lots of power.
yeah, lots of power and speed.
Took off like a rocket. Certainly lots of talent there. Sometimes it's quite hard on the competition platform that the nerves actually make you lift
A little
faster
bit,
and easier than you.
than you normally do.
Yeah. So
Throws timing out when you're not quite used to that change.
yeah, and it's not a big change that has to happen. 1-2% of more
Yeah.
power and nerves that just throws that barbell all over the place. So Ashley's had a good day. Here comes Ashley, third attempt, 44 kilograms. He's done well. Thank you. Nice smile. Puts it down. Laser.
Two reds, I
two
believe.
reds, oh.
Yeah.
Looked good to me.
I know.
I'm not refereeing it. Yeah, it was no lift.
Yeah.
We need downloaders for the men's 89 to be SCS.
When was your first weightlifting competition?
My first weightlifting competition was South Islands 2015. Oh, that's my first championship one. I think I did a club competition. Must have been end of 2014. I posted some throwback videos from that the other day on Instagram.
Oh, brilliant.
I remember that South Islands I went 63.80 to get 143 and go to my first nationals
Oh, wow.
in 2015, but I didn't go. Didn't think I was good enough.
Okay.
Yeah. Wish I did.
You went.
I wish I went.
You wish you went.
Yep.
Okay. In the meantime,
Presentation is in 8 minutes 45 seconds.
oh, really?
Easy opener.
Yeah, that was a great lift. Fantastic. The bar is being loaded to, it's going up in weight. She just hit that really well. Just nice and patient. Great approach and a good successful first lift. Throwback to my first comp. Oh, when was I think my first comp was at a Gillies Av comp. I snatched 40 kilograms, clean and jerk 60.
How old were you?
14.
14,
14?
nice.
No, I just turned 15. Yeah.
I was 21.
That was back in
22.
1997, 1998.
Oh, yeah. I just started primary school.
Okay. Yeah, that was a fair while ago. And I kept going until 2018. So
Still time for a comeback, Richard.
no,
Ship sailed.
it's gone. I don't know how I used to do it. Like now, I try and pick up like 50 kilos off the ground. I'm
Yeah,
like, man, I
right.
used to do 190 odd kilos.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm quite happy just letting my athletes do their own weights now. Let's have a little look at the scoreboard, shall we? Comp has just slowed down a little bit. It's because this athlete was following herself. However, she is ready, so let's get back to the main platform. Oh, fantastic. Just calm approach, but very confident. I like that lifting style. And
Young too. 16. I think.
I don't know how to work.
2003?
Yeah, 2003. I don't know how to work out those.
17.
What are we? 2021.
Oh, 18. Also from Hamilton, big growth of weightlifting in Hamilton
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah. It's great to see, and there's more coming as well because we've had a couple of new affiliations come
Yes.
from Hamilton. Mike's gym. There's Waikato Weightlifting based out of CrossFit Te Rapa, which is where this young lady comes from.
3216.
3216 CrossFit Taurus just
Oh, did they?
affiliated. I think there's a few more as well.
There's another gym.
So fantastic to see the growth in all of these, and I like it because competition. I love competition. I
Yes.
love competition, but I also love it when facilities open up because it
Yes.
holds people to a high standard.
Absolutely.
So you want to do a good job, you want to be recognised for doing a good job, you do a good job.
And it also takes the load off one club running all the competitions.
Yeah.
As functional comes to fielding to run North Island Champs.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's about enabling areas
Yes.
to hold competition.
Yes.
So the purpose of what we're doing this weekend coming down here is to kind of show that it can be done and hopefully just make a few other clubs go, okay, we could do,
Absolutely.
we could at least contribute. to
Here we
doing
have
this.
Paul coming out. 49 kilos for our opener. Easy.
Well, that's a good start when you see a smile like that.
Absolutely.
Pole, massive contributor to New Zealand weightlifting and Canadian weightlifting.
Yes.
And certainly one of our personalities of our sport, so it's great to see her here lifting in this session. She always gets a lot of support. Everybody does, to be honest.
That's the best thing, I think. I always try to convince new lifters to get on the platform and they think they're going to be on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everyone knows how it feels. Everyone's always supporting.
It's, I think.
Next up, we have Sarah from Papatoetoe. Beautiful opener.
Oh, she put it down too quick. Oh. She's not a rookie, but I'm going to say it.
A rookie era, yeah.
Oh, rookie era. Yeah.
Beautiful
Just
lift, though. Hopefully she has the confidence just
all
to
the
go up
coaches-
anyways.
That's the thing, right? You go off the back and the coaches are all
Yeah.
laughing at
She's
you
in
because
trouble
you're
out
like,
there with
oh.
Simon and Claire, I think.
Yeah.
It was a really nice lift.
It was.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Sometimes when it's so easy, you just
Get a
boop,
bit
oh,
excited.
I've got it, put it back down. So for those at home that didn't understand that, you have to wait until you get told to put it down. Even if you put it up properly, if you put it down before the centre referee says put it down, you get a no lift, and that's what happened on that occasion.
Next up we have Annalise opening on 50 also from Waikato Weightlifting.
Calm approach. Just so tidy.
Nice lift.
Yeah. I love the New Zealand suits. I don't think Annalise has lifted for New
I
Zealand,
don't believe so.
but
Hand-me-downs.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing, right?
Saves you buying a suit.
Yeah. It's kind of
Lots
like
of sharing.
someone running out onto the rugby pitch next weekend with an All Black jersey
Yeah, there's
on.
a little bit.
Like, oh, I just got it from my mate.
I think you often find those that have lifted for New Zealand wear their weightlifting suits less.
Yeah.
Their New Zealand suits less.
Yeah. Dan Carter gives me his number 10, so I
Yeah.
go and wear it in the weekend, you know.
Expensive investment initially though.
Yeah. And a nerve-wracking investment. It's not easy helping in Lycra and jumping in
No.
front of everybody. It was one of the first things I remember. My first lifting suit was a very, very high tunic,
Oh,
and also got up the middle of my chest. So the old
Very
classic
good.
80s lifting suits.
yeah.
And my they were all in an old cupboard at school. And I was like, my coach said, you've got to wear it. That's the rules. And I was like, oh, gosh. There was some horrific looking photos. Those ones will never
We might
see
have to pull
the...
those out, yeah.
No, they will never see the light of the internet. Luckily for me, I
I
don't
was
even
gonna
think
say.
the internet was around when I started weightlifting. So, yeah, let's have a look at what the scoreboard. This comp's just slowed down a little bit. Obviously, some changes coming in from the back. So the call is on Annalise, 51. The clock is stopped, so I think some changes are happening. That's correct.
Then in the 89 kilo session, please get ready.
We might gain some clarification on pronunciation of.
I'm just trying to think what country that is. That Italian? I wouldn't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Beautiful
Oh.
lifting.
I just...
Really easy for a third attempt there. Looks like there's lots more in the tank.
I just managed to do a transition to get it on the live stream. Almost left you watching the scoreboard. Barbells.
She's made quite a lot of progress. We trained over in Hamilton. Must have been when we did the postal North Islands last year, and she was there lifting.
Yeah.
And from what I can remember, massive
Again, I'm just looking at
progress.
technique that 10 years ago
Was not.
was not here in New Zealand. Now everybody's lifting just fantastically.
Can we please have the
Shelby
athletes
Wells
of
now with
the
her opening attempt at
first
52.
Session to the platform, please. Can we please welcome our athletes to the platform?
Another really nice opener.
Yeah, really nice positions.
Lifting for Palmerston North Weightlifting Club.
So again, a local, no doubt family members in the crowd supporting.
Yep. Has lifted for New Zealand as a youth athlete.
Roy Rogers.
Here's Pole for a second. Left the first attempt with a big smile.
James Smith from Functional Strength. Robin Blythe from Dark Horse Barbell. We have Cam McTaggart from Functional Strength. Josh Boyd from
And again, another
Looking
massive
really happy
smile.
there. Two white lights again at a new New Zealand record I just
Oh,
heard.
very good. You may have just recognised in the background, it just got really loud in here because we have the other live stream just starting on the other platform, which is session 6 introduction. It's the men's 89 Group A. Olympian or newly anointed Olympian Cameron McTaggart will be lifting in that session along with another talented group. So, all right. Watch her stand
hold
here
it
and
this
hold it
time.
and hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good lift there from Sarah.
She made sure she held that one above her head that time.
Simon looks a little bit stressed out the back there.
Coaching is stressful. You've done the coaching role.
I have.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel it's more stressful to coach because you want to get it right for your
Yes.
athlete. The athlete just needs to focus on what they need to do, but the coach needs to focus on making sure they
Everything.
don't stuff it up for the
Yeah.
athlete. Yeah.
Next up we have you, Marie. Opening on 53.
Power Station Barbell based East Auckland.
Good opener. Quite a narrow grip there on her snatch.
Was quite a narrow grip. Kept her high. I was just looking at one consistent. She had quite a high focal point, which her eyes are up, which is some techniques do that. I'm a big fan of a neutral focal point. People are wondering what the hell that means, but it's weightlifting is about balance. Ultimately, balance is the number one element of the sport. Doesn't matter how strong you are or whatever else. If you don't have balance, you don't get the weight above your head. And a neutral focal point would be looking at a distinct object in front of you. Kind of like gymnastics, when you do a flip, you want to come back to a real stationary thing. So we're moving so dynamically, we want to come back to something stationary. And having a nice focal point helps you lifting a lot. Marie obviously had quite a high focal point. She kept it. What's happening here? We've got some technicals, so we'll have a look out the back at the scoreboard. Caller's on Annalise. She is coming out for her lift. 50 seconds on the clock. She's done well.
We smile there, so she's happy with that.
Such a sense of relief. It's such,
Yeah.
like half a second. You go from one of the most anxious moments of your life to absolute relief.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Not even really, you don't even really celebrate, it's just relief.
Yeah. And then about 3 seconds later, you're back to that anxiety arch as you walk out because you've got another attempt coming.
Yeah.
You've got, it's a roller coaster of emotions. It's a unique sport. It's not a race. You don't do it and then look at where you came. You actually put it in front of you and say, hey, it's up to me to get it above my head. So you set your target and then you have to achieve it. Here we have Yiling, Dark Horse Barbell Club, Wellington. Oh, it's
Really nice.
love that.
Good
Her
opener.
I know we're on a front view, but her set position was just,
Yeah.
again, as a coach, you kind of see the set position and go, oh, this is going to be good.
Good,
Like,
yes.
yeah. Straight away, you can tell that the person is balanced. They're going to have real good pressure on the barbell. And they look comfortable on the bar. Here's Pole going for 3 out of 3. 54 kilos. Actually,
Not quite there.
no, I heard that catch on her
Knee sleeve, yeah.
She pointed to the knee sleeve as she walked off, so I think that just threw the whole lift.
Here comes Sarah for her third attempt at 54 kilos.
9-kilo lifters, you have 5 minutes before the start of the snatch session. Jane Smith will be the first lifter up.
Not quite there. First two looked really strong.
Just made the scoreboard a little bit bigger for everybody at home. That might be a little bit easier for you to see. So, got a few athletes still coming to the competition. Some of those names that you mentioned earlier, Christina, Rachel from Porirua Barbell, yep, Wellington, Olivia, and Elizabeth. Like, you're going to see some really good lifting. We're seeing some really good lifting, but we're going to see some significant weight go overhead very shortly. Meantime, we do have 48 seconds, and the call is on Annalise. She's got 2 from 2.
Final lift of our 71 Bs for the snatch portion.
Oh, not quite.
So the remainder of our 71 women are in the next session.
So yeah, as you can see, there are only 4 71-kilo women here because this is a Group B. There will be a Group A, and that's where the Group B and Group A results are combined to get the podium. However, we do have the podium, so this is Group A for the women's 64. So what you're seeing right now is a scoreboard. Each athlete gets 3 attempts in the snatch, and their top successful weight is carried over into their total.
Another solid lift there from Shelby.
Just so efficient with their movement. There's no wasted energy, good rhythm, good structure. For a strength power sport, it's quite graceful when you get someone that just has that rhythm and position like that.
I'm not sure I fall into the graceful
Neither
category.
do I, not at all. I was watching some of my old lifts the other day and I'm just power. Throw my hip at it, hope it goes over my head.
I just make a bit of noise.
One of my early coaches asked me about my lifting, and I said, as long as I get 2 out of 6, I'm happy.
Here's Yumari again. Her second attempt at 57. Lost that forward a little bit there.
She had quite a big shift in her feet, like quite a big jump back. Backwards. So the bar actually went quite straight, but then she shifted away.
She'll have another chance at that on her third.
Yeah. This competition's going pretty rapid fire, people out.
Quite competitive between the lifters.
Yeah, it's great when this happens because it just makes it just
move really quickly.
Well, great for us watching, not great for the athletes because sometimes it can move too quickly. Yu Ling, really good first attempt.
1 minute before the start.
Set position was fantastic. Let's have a look at number 2.
Ooh. Lost pressure through that right foot a little bit.
No, I felt like she looked at me for some instruction there. I can't help you with my headset on. She's got good instruction out the back from Cullum, so I think she might be a remote athlete from Otago as well. She's got Dark Horse Barbara, but I do know that there are a number of
Otago athletes at Dark Horse.
Dark Horse, yeah, training. They've got a little squad there. It's great.
Here comes Yumari back out to hopefully put away that 57.
She did.
Hold it.
Great
Much better.
correction. Yeah.
It's always nice to come back out and put away a third after a missed second.
It's important to put away your third because it leads into your clean and jerk.
It does.
Yeah, that's when you walk off and go, okay,
got
positive
this.
mindset, momentum, hard to come off, sit down for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
reflect on your last lift. That's always. Yi Ling, previous lift, easily overhead. However, she did let it swing back a little bit over the top. So let's see if she can tighten up her line overhead.
Much better.
Yeah, she just got the line better on that. Did fall a little bit on top, but still, because she got the line right, she could stabilise it.
Lots of potential there, hey?
Yeah. Good rhythm. Shelby again. Comes to the North Weightlifting Club, so a local. She's demonstrated 2 excellent lifts prior. This might be the fastest weightlifting comp I've ever
It's
watched.
really quick, hey?
Papatoe loaders are like rockets. Oh, good strength. That was a little bit forward, but she managed
Good
to just,
composure.
yeah, just took her time in that bottom position and saved it. Really good. Let's have a look.
Now we're going to see Christina come out.
Yeah, so we now have 4 athletes that are yet to lift. So they've been sitting at the back, waiting patiently, hopefully getting their timing right in their warm-up. So we have a number of athletes coming in. Christina at 60, Rachel 65, Olivia 70, and then Elizabeth at 76.
76.
It's a pretty big event. It's the first lift. To me, the first lift is the most nerve-wracking.
Absolutely. Once you've got that away, you know you've got one on the board.
Okay, I'm on the board. I'm
Yep.
okay, yeah.
You've got a total so far. Doesn't always guarantee a total though, one snatch, does
No,
it?
it doesn't, no. I had 5 competitions that I bombed in a row once. 5. No one told me, Richie, just start lighter.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, if I get this, I get a New Zealand record. I just tried to open on New Zealand records. I look back on that now as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
If I was coaching me as an athlete, I'd be like, I just want to stop. Like,
Yes. Who was coaching you at that time? Yourself?
Mike Reed,
Uh-huh.
powerlifting coach from
Right.
Auckland Grammar.
Yeah.
And I was just saying, all I wanted was some New Zealand records. all
yeah.
And we talked about this earlier about being outcome driven.
Yes.
I was just obsessed with New Zealand records.
Yes. Here comes Christina for her opening at 63.
Very quick.
Again, talking about the nerves on your opener, hey?
Yeah, we don't have the back camera on this because we had to split the camera, but she's getting a little bit of assistance from her husband,
Yes.
Robert.
Rob?
I know how stressful that is.
Yes.
There is the coach-athlete relationship, and then there's the coach who's
Athlete husband.
the coach-athlete
relationship.
husband. I had the coach-athlete husband, business partner, parent relationship.
Yeah. So Christina's a mum of 3 too.
Yeah, she's done exceptionally well.
Yes, making big strides in her lifting in the last probably 18 months.
Yeah, yeah. That's,
Often post to social media with her wee daughter in the background.
there's truly something, I don't know, something special
Yeah.
having. Well, I've got a young family and having them around when you're lifting. I remember Cooper when he was young. Pip was at nationals, and you hear Cooper's voice just
Go,
shout,
Mum.
"Come on, Mum!"
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really just a little subtle voice in the crowd that just hits the heartstrings.
Absolutely.
We are watching the clock. There are some changes. I thought there would be. There's no way we're going to be stuck
Just
on
a
that.
little bit of technical difficulties, I think, going on with the clock.
Christina's going to have to be careful because she's run the clock down.
I think that's the technical issue. I'm not sure that it's
No,
reset.
they've reset it.
Have they?
2 minutes. Oh, no, they've
Yeah.
got 2 minutes. Yeah, they didn't reset the 2 minutes.
No.
Okay. So technically she managed to make some
Wrangle
time.
herself some
Okay.
time there, yeah.
Bit of a... Okay, so Christina will no doubt run this real slowly. Well, I would. Trying to buy yourself as much time as possible. So that gives us time to thank our sponsors, our session sponsors. Without our session sponsors, we wouldn't be here, so it's been fantastic to have them on board. We've got 2 platforms happening at the same time and 2 commentary teams that are easily distracted, so
Sorry.
we went silent there because we were watching something. But again, thank you to our session sponsors for getting in behind this event. We are at the Rec Room Gym and Fielding for the 2021 North Island Weightlifting Championships. I can't believe it's 2021.
Yeah, looking very different from the 2020 North Island Champs, which was postal.
Yes, we were online last year, which actually was really successful.
Yes. Is there lots of entries? Can you remember?
There were lots of entries, yeah.
Not quite the same as getting out on a platform, though.
It's just nice to come together, I reckon. Just come here and shake hands and give hugs and support each other in person. It's what we, as human beings, thrive off.
Here's Christina for her second attempt on 63.
Awesome drinks that they put out, so we're giving it a butcher. I'm currently drinking one at the moment, Granger flavour. I must say it is delicious. To allow us to focus event 2.
Nice.
It isn't
Really nice.
2 whites there for Christina's second attempt.
Is that?
I'll centre
I'm
ref.
just going to make a male observation. Are those bangs, do they call them at the
Who
front?
bangs, yeah.
Yeah. God, that's a cool.
Would you love some bangs?
There's a, I would love hair in general, to be honest, on my head. But
Very on trend.
on trend,
I think they might even be called curtain bangs.
are they coming back? Oh, gosh.
The 90s. of
The
course.
90s, yeah, man, they were mad 90s. Oh, brilliant. I was just pondering inside. I don't know if that's appropriate to say, but I've said it. It's not in any rules to comment on people's hairstyles, is it?
I don't think so.
Okay. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. As I said, Christina will run the clock down again. She's moved to 65. This becomes the first attempt for Rachel, young athlete from Porirua Barbell. I saw a picture of Rachel doing some coaching at a local college down there
Oh, cool.
this week, which is
awesome.
awesome. I have a
She's-
feeling she's studying or has studied sport and rec or something along those lines.
We've had a change come in. Can we please have the
Rachel Duncan, first attempt, 65 kilograms. She saves it. It's a good lift.
2 whites. So we're getting into these girls snatching over body weight now.
Yeah. I remember Rachel, I ran a course down in Wellington and she was in it. I was like, oh, you're really good. You should start weightlifting.
Yeah.
Convinced her to do the the secondary school championships, and
Yeah.
here we are. North Island.
Was it last year?
No, it would have been a couple of years
A couple
ago.
years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
She competed at secondary schools last year, so she
Yeah.
must have been 7th form,
Yeah.
13. It's now coming back to Christina
I think Christina might
Big
move
battle
up
here
by
for-
the look of it.
for 3rd place at the moment between Rachel and Christina.
It's going to be
Close.
fantastic in
Yeah.
the clean and jerks because there's a 2 kilo split at the moment. Christina will equal. No, Christina's jumped up to 67. So it will still be Christina, and she'll be followed by Olivia and Rachel. And they're all, yeah, that's going to be a really good second half to this competition if they're all successful right now. So the bar is loaded. Here comes Christina.
Comes back out to make his next. This will be his third and final attempt.
Not quite there, unfortunately.
Not quite, no.
Just tried to get under it a little bit too soon, which often happens when it feels a bit heavy off the floor. Lose that patience a little bit.
You get to your knees.
And start thinking about getting under already.
Yeah. Get to your knees and the brain goes, uh-oh, this feels much heavier than 65 kilos. I think I reflected on my best ever snatch in competition was 156. And I remember pulling it off the ground going, oh God. Like, it was like almost slow motion. Then I pulled it off the ground and my brain went, oh my
no,
God.
Yep.
And then I somehow almost feel like I passed out for a split second and then it was over my head. Yeah. It's like, how did that get there?
Yeah.
I was talking to an athlete the other day about keywords. What do they say? Like rhythm cues. What do they say when they're snatching? Like, what are your cues? And they said, pull and pray.
Pull and pray.
Pull and pray. Pull it and hopefully someone helps me out. I said, I don't know if
that doesn't work.
that person isn't in this situation to help you in this situation. Barbell is loaded.
Rachel for a second. Oh.
2 white lights means that's a good opener for Matthew there.
Bar loaded, just getting the bar in the centre of the platform for her.
Yep. This is Rachel. 70 kilos. This is a big lift. Red's on the bar.
Jumped 5 kilos from her opener.
It's a big jump.
Bar is loaded. Time is running. Go.
Certainly elevation is
yeah.
good. Just slightly forward. If you are watching at home, we are answering your questions. So if you do have any questions, type them into our chat down the side here. We can hopefully answer your questions about weightlifting. Make you understand the sport a little bit more. Even if you just want a shout out. Let's do an old school shout out. So firstly, thank you to skysportnext for giving us this platform to stream to. We are a little bit limited in our camera angles today because we are streaming two platforms at the same time. So if you are looking for the men's 81 kilo division Group A, you are on the wrong stream. But I would encourage you just to open another tab, go find it and keep this one open. You can listen to me and Hayley talking whilst watching the men's weightlifting as well as the women's 64 kilo session and 71 Group B.
So Rachel's going to come back out now and try and put the 70 away. She's going to sit next to the chalk bucket and get covered in chalk.
It's an interesting chalking technique. I think
She might be having a wee rest there to run the clock down.
Yeah.
I don't think the rec room's ever seen so much chalk.
Yep.
We trained here Thursday, Friday. There was no chalk to be seen.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a unique gym that lets you just make a mess.
Nice easy opener there for Robert. 97 on the bar, please. Loaders. This will be for Robin's second attempt.
Oh!
So close.
It doesn't get any closer than that. I think she thought she had it.
Yeah. Just relax for that second, hey?
Yeah.
Lots of speed, lots of strength. Be interesting to see what she brings out in her clean jerk.
I think she might play catch up quite well in the cleaner jerk because she's just moving that really fast.
She's still a couple of kilos ahead of Christina.
Please have 100 on the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, openers there, I believe. Yep, 65 to 63. Now we have Olivia coming out. She's 15.
Still 15.
I think so.
Wow.
Or is she 16?
Bar is loaded. Josh, your clock is running. Change of lifter.
Easy.
Oh, it's a great opening attempt.
Nearly a power snatch.
When it's nearly a power snatch, but not quite, it's called a power full
A
snatch.
powerful, yeah.
Power full snatch. Let's go back to the scoreboard so everyone can have a quick look at that while the clock slows down. So Olivia has been given 71. We still have one athlete left to come to the competition. That's Elizabeth Granger from Strength HQ.
100 remains on the bar.
Olivia might start to push up towards that weight.
Yes. Might see a 3 or 4 kilo.
I'd probably
Jump
go,
free.
let's go 74 after watching that. And then I'd probably go 76 to force Elizabeth out. Maybe 77 to take a 1 kilo lead. So take a 3 and a 3. That'd be relatively balanced jumps.
Biggest jump you've ever taken in comp, Richie?
Can't remember.
Can't remember. What was your standard jump? 5 kilos?
No, I was a 7 kilo
Oh, yeah?
jump type of person. Get
Yep.
one in and just go for
Go
it.
for it.
Yeah, outcome
Send it.
driven.
Yeah.
I don't know. The first time my aspirations were to put 200 kilograms above my head, and I did it at the Auckland Champs.
Oh, yes?
I clean and jerked 193 and went straight to 200.
100, yeah.
And I cleaned it. I remember cleaning it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I cleaned it!" Like,
I got to jerk it.
like I was totally surprised that I cleaned it.
Had
and
you
then
ever cleaned it? No.
no,
Did you clean it once in your whole career?
yeah,
Yeah.
cleaned it once in my whole career. Then I jerked it.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my god, I've got it above my head." I brought my feet back together, and then I lost balance and dropped it behind me.
Oh,
So, and it never happened again.
yeah.
Yeah,
And that was that.
that
yeah.
was it.
What year Auckland Champs was that? 20s?
2010.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was 2010. I was leading into the Commonwealth Games. I was
Games.
in great shape.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I missed my last jerk at the 2010 Commonwealth Games and had to stand on the podium listening to the Australian national anthem.
Not the best
Hard
place.
moment.
Yes.
Silver medal when you're disappointed.
Silver medal at the Commonwealth Games could be worse.
It could be, but I was
Yeah.
just obsessed with that gold medal at that
yeah.
point. So it was nice to get that opportunity again in Glasgow. And
Here comes Livy for a second at 75.
that first lift looked fantastic. So let's have a look.
Oh, beautiful.
So good. That was better than the first.
I think that might potentially, oh, junior record, New Zealand junior record.
So that's how you do a PB.
Yeah. Looked easy too. Looking forward to her third
Dream-
attempt after that.
Dreams are free, they said.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful
I
lift.
think the key after PBing on a second attempt is staying calm enough to take
Yeah,
your third.
yeah. And that's hard because often that might be the actual outcome that you're looking for, and now
Yeah.
you've got to go above that.
And you've pushed it just a little bit too far. Now we're looking at Ali Granger to come out. For her opening attempt on 76.
They want cleaning stuff. It's there, over there. They want cleaning stuff for that bubba.
They also
Oh, they got it. Apologies, I'm just yelling at other people on the other platform.
Ali must have moved up. She's gone up to 77, so brings the call back to Olivia.
It's a big opener. Did she
Olivia, she just went up 1 kilo to bring Livy back up, but I'm sure she'll go up because that 76 is her 1 kilo
increment?
automatic increment.
I'd say Olivia will go 77
Seven or-
to
yeah.
push Ali out, because Ali must be out of changes now. No?
She had said, I think that's her first change.
That's her first change, okay.
Oh, here she comes. So Ali
is
is going to
ready,
come out
okay.
on 77 for her first attempt. Ali's looking for a big total today to
It's a big opener.
put international away. Hopefully we see a good opener here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
Beautiful opener there by Ali.
Yep. So let's see Olivia respond. Because this is a competition.
Absolutely. A good competition
Yeah.
too. It's always
Can you
hard
respond?
watching a friend of yours on the commentary because you've got to stay a little bit calmer.
Yeah, you can't be biased.
No, you can't.
You're on the live stream.
Not biased. I want all of them to
You're
do
a
really well.
neutral commentary individual.
Absolutely.
Here's Olivia now.
On 77, so a 2 kilo jump.
This is to respond, and this is a New Zealand junior record again.
And the call will go back to Robin. Bar is loaded. Robin has 1 minute.
Oh, beautiful.
Great lift.
Big
She's
celebration
pretty
there from
happy.
Livy.
This is waiting for that chalk bucket to go.
Really nice
That was
lift.
just-
Really nice.
Her timing,
That was her best one.
no wasted space. That's the best way to put it.
It's really exciting to see young girls out there doing that.
I have a feeling that's higher than my New Zealand record that I set when I was the same age and same weight category
As a male,
as a male.
the girls are doing it.
Yeah. And I was deemed talented.
She's very talented.
Yes. It's crazy.
I think you proved you were talented, Richie.
Oh, yeah, but like I thought I was pretty snazzy as a 16-year-old boy snatching 75 kilos. I'm pretty certain my best was 75.95
Well, there you go.
at 69 kilograms.
Right, so she's lighter.
So I was heavier, probably similar age, breaking New Zealand men's records. And here we have an athlete coming out and beating those.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Breaking her own record over and over and over at the
And
moment.
technically just almost perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
103 is
So Ali's jumping up to 80 kilos here for her second attempt. Here she comes.
All right, this is to take a 3 kilo lead in the competition.
Please have 104 on the bar, please, loaders, and change the call to Matthew.
Oh, that's nice too.
Beautiful.
What a,
Ali will be really pleased with that.
that's a display of lifting.
One attempt left of our snatch portion in this women's 64 and 71B session.
To have a look at the scoreboard. There you go. It's a pretty good scoreboard. Majority green is always a
Good sign.
good sign. Ali will have 2 minutes, though no doubt they'll try and burn as much time as possible.
We see a couple of 1 kilo jumps just to
You'll probably
Stop
see
the
3
clock.
changes, maybe a call to clean the bar, or always tricks of the trade. One round look confused at a referee for a second, they'll stop the clock for it. This is when you bribe the loaders to go slowly. I'd like you to change the weight, they all walk. Again,
efficient loaders make all the difference.
yeah, yeah. I've certainly had my fair share of loaders that have helped me buy time for myself. I mean,
Bar is loaded. Samuel, 1 minute.
She's going up again, up to 82 kilos.
82, so we've got a couple of changes. While we've got changes, again, thank you to our sponsors. Fantastic
come-
to have you on board.
Here comes Ali out behind the platform here.
Oh, she's ready to go, isn't
Ready
we?
to add 2 kilos onto her snatch, hopefully.
She's ready to go.
106 on the bar, please, loaders.
She's done 2 fantastic looking lifts. And no doubt this is, speculating, a personal best.
I would say, I think platform. I'm not sure if she's hit it in training, but definitely a platform personal best. I think 80 might have been an equal
Okay.
or a PB.
Okay.
Really nice, interesting battle
Oh, it's good.
Well done.
Didn't see.
Good
Good
lift
lift,
there, 2
majority
white
decision.
flags. Coach is very happy in the
Yep.
back corner of the live stream there.
I
Really
think-
good end to our snatch portion.
So we'll just pass you back over to the scoreboard. You can cast your eye on that for a second. We will be now having a 10-minute break until the start of the clean and jerk. I will keep you live. However, we will be counting that down until the start of the clean and jerk for the women's 64 and 71 kilo weight category.